Hey friends, this is Abby, and I am committed to providing you with doses of motivation and positivity through 90 seconds in the Word. Our verse of today comes from Genesis 19:26. I'll double check that, but it says, "But Lot's wife looked back, and she became a pillar of salt." One of the things that we need to delicately balance when it comes to change, transformation, and growth, especially in the things of God, is to balance how much we're looking back. You might be among friends, or you might be even guilty of doing this. You start to reflect on your days of youth, or you start to reflect on things that you did in the past. And if we're not careful, sometimes we glorify the days before we found Christ more than the days that we did find Christ. We talk about what we used to do back in the day. We talk about it with such delight and joy. And nothing is wrong with reflecting, even if you're reflecting on those days that you didn't know God and you find a little bit of humor in it. But sometimes we can look back so much so that we realize that we are unwilling to let go of the things that God is asking us to let go of. The thing about growing in God and being transformed in God is that your perspective needs to shift from earthly things to spiritual things and heavenly things. And it can become so much so that we've almost made it, but we keep looking back. It's okay to look back and reflect how much you've grown. I know at the end of the year, I like to look back and reflect on all the things that have happened, but more importantly, how have I grown? What has God showed me? What has He revealed to me? How much I believe I've grown closer to God. How does my character, my behavior, my thoughts, my beliefs, my actions, my perspectives, how much does it align with God, better than the year before? And I would tell you that in my life, especially this year, it's like every month I'm drawing closer and closer, and every month God is really blowing my mind and showing me things like never before. So I can reflect and I could say, man, here was where I was a year ago, or here's where I was a month ago. I've shared before that I journal off and on, and I've been in a space where I've been more intentional about it, and it's great to look back. I was one of these people that I would pour my heart out in a journal, but I would never go back and read it. Just never. It's like once it came out of me, I just left it alone. But God has been putting it on my heart to purposely go back and read what I wrote so I can see my journey, so I could see the times I cried out to Him, so I could see where He answered prayers, so I could see even where what I was praying for had grown. So brothers and sisters, today I come with a cautionary tale that we want to look back, but only to reflect on the goodness of God and how far He has brought us. But we don't want to look back so much that we get caught in the things of the past and they pull us back instead of pulling us forward. Right up until the end of this month, we're talking and we're believing God for His miraculous and His dramatic change, transformation, and growth in our lives. If there's anyone that can do it, certainly He can. But let's make sure that we not only keep moving forward, that we keep looking forward. Stay encouraged, friends.